Welcome back, everybody, to I've Got Next. We're still running on Resident Evil 4, the VR edition for the Oculus Quest. I am Smeef, and with me is Austin.
Howdy, everyone.
When we last left off, Ashley got herself kidnapped again, proving to be really more of a bother.
Also, by the looks of it, she got kidnapped and taken to Halloween Town.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda. It was a bit of a... Yeah, she is turning out to be a bit more of a bother, though. You gotta weigh the risk here. So it's not a monarchy. It's not like she inherits the crown. At what point do you cut it off?
I guess if you're given... It's the one job he's given. Like, everything else he picks up along the way is just because he wants to. But it's like, he did show up to rescue her. At what point do you call the president and be like, hey, man, sorry. Especially since he killed...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, especially since he kills the president in 6.
Yeah. Let's see. I think by this point, now I have... It's either close or nearly close to being a fully leveled up sniper rifle.
Oh.
Or not sniper rifle, it's a rifle with a scope.
Did all of these guys work in the circus? Is that why they can all breathe fire?
I don't know. Maybe it's just like maybe it's an inherent ability. But I also figured out,
Squeesh.
I don't know, it's a mining town, but not necessarily a coal mining town. Otherwise, like, the dust alone would just send everything up into cinders.
It's a Las Plagas mining town. They're Las Plagas miners, like their grandfathers before them.
That's a niche market.
You know?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, when Industrial Revolution came along, it really hurt the Las Plagas miner bad.
Also, apparently, Leon knows how to read ancient Egyptian.
Is that Egyptian or Sanskrit? That could be.
I
confess to not knowing
a
lot about ancient languages.
But, hey, I guess if it comes up in trivia, Leon's your guy.
Desecration. Yeah. No hesitation at all from Leon. Desecrate them tombs.
Nah. Yeah, now there were certain, I don't know if they would be considered as catacombs or not, but in which, I know like certain ancient civilizations would sort of have not a burial because they're not exactly being buried, but they would sort of have nooks in which they place their bodies into.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Didn't react to the first 2 headshots, but you walking into the light, now it's on.
I think he lost interest.
Boy,
these bullets either have a cutoff limit, or I'm just really shaky on the hands. It kind of reminds
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of how we continue to find more and more ruins, especially as they continue to excavate out in Egypt. I am glad. Now, how much of that is? Who usually funds those digs? Is it Does that come out of somebody's pocket? Because governments won't really finance historic digs unless it's something they can spend a penny on.
So I don't know. I know I've seen certain digs funded by the British museums and things like that, and I'm sure like it doesn't strike me as
That didn't work out as well as planned.
what the hell did I do that for? It doesn't strike me as like impossible that governments would fund archaeological digs just to improve the arts. I mean, PBS, let's remember, is public funded and things like that, but there were some. Ooh, you're a pretty princess.
Attack!
Yeah,
I really wish that was a thing. I'm hitting him with an artifact.
it's a missed opportunity.
That would have
there.
made the game so much funner. You could actually just grab improvised weapons.
Oh no. Maybe the chainsaw versus shotgun isn't the best matchup.
That's why Ash had both.
Boy, I remember these guys being scary back in the day. This is just kind of sad.
Yeah. So where this game excels in making you feel a bit uncomfy is the fact, so you're in VR, so you do have a sense of space. You're put in a small room, and suddenly you're loaded down with like 5 or 6 people coming at you at once. It is quite claustrophobic.
Well, yeah. It looks it. It's locked. Yeah, Colonel.
Creepy
Nope.
runs.
No, thank you. To the monkey.
Now, I think it would have been a bit more interesting if they put that in VR.
Just so you can have a panic attack. I can't wait for the remake of Eternal Darkness in VR so they can have the bugs crawling over your face.
Ooh. Oh man, and have that the 3-dimensional audio and have it engineered to sound like they're trying to crawl into your ear.
Mm-hmm. That game was pretty crazy, but really good. Sure.
That's how Switches work.
Yeah.
Also, here we come again to sort of a well, this won't be the best example. I do better later, but it's one of the better examples of how having superior aim in VR really sort of simplifies this portion of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if you can shoot any of the ganados before your cart makes it to them,
They just fall.
then basically, yeah. And some of them just jump right in front of it anyway.
Oh dear.
QTE. Duck.
No. Kind of looks like you threw yourself in front of the train there.
Ping.
Hey, how does that make the train?
What's that?
How does that make the train go again?
Oh, you know. I don't know. Video game magic.
Oh, they're so synchronized. Gotta dance.
Some of them end up making like cougar noises.
Like horny old women?
Yes. That. But yeah, I mean, you're clearly going uphill, so I mean,
You just gotta look past physics. Can't believe they haven't had any sparklers on the ceiling for you to shoot down.
oh no, attaboogers.
Take that, old man.
Yeah, I'll stab you in the dick a few times. That'll learn you.
Hey, cutscene, what are you trying to convey here?
Oh, I think they specifically took that out because I can tell you from experience that if you are, I don't know what it is, if you are in a situation in which the camera in the VR is spinning, but you yourself are standing still, it is twice as bad as spinning in a chair on your own.
Oh, you hit the old vomit comet.
Yeah, like I mean, it's straight up. There's a I was playing around in VR chat with my little brother, and there's this little thing where you can go. I don't know why. I mean, it's VR chat. It's whatever. But there's this thing where you can go to a McDonald's and you can sit on like one of the rocking horses, and the camera will actually rock while you're actually trying to sit still, and it's just. Because I don't know how it gets twice the effect. I mean, you spin around in the chair, you're like, whoa, dizzy, a little stumbly. But if it's doing it virtually, you're like, suddenly you're like an 80-year-old man that says, you know, I'm old, I can't take it.
Sounds like every 80-year-old man I know. Boop.
And also, get off my lawn.
Things are better.
Wearing virtual reality and getting dizzy makes you concerned about your lawn.
Okay, boomer, with your VR goggles.
God, can't believe that's going to be a thing one day. Like, we were literally going to be like talking about how cool VR was, and it's going to be like commonplace by this time, and they're going to be like, now we've got, I don't know, yeah, I know. It's going to be like that PlayStation 9 commercial.
I was just going to say, it's going to be all those old PlayStation 9 commercials with like the baby
You know,
being...
I need to find a copy of that commercial so when the PS9 does come out, I can sue them for false advertising.
Flawless. No notes.
I gotta say, from this perspective, that is a really impressive statue.
Automaton.
AT-AT. Or, although it's bipedal, wouldn't it be an ATST?
Yeah, you know.
I'm probably trying too hard.
Why do we even have that lever?
So he can go, forget about it. Like
Hey! Come down to the palace, have a plate of gabagool.
What's that from?
I don't know that's down from anything. I just
Okay, I'll play
Gobble. Have a plate of gabagool. I've never had gabagool, so I can't say. Sounds delicious, though.
Kind of sounds like something a child would get from the candy store.
Alright, well, hold on. I will solve this mystery right now.
Oof. I was particularly shaky this day.
Alright, so gabagool. Another name for capicola. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Huh. Switch.
So it came from The Sopranos, and I guess it's a kind of like a colloquialism for Caprico.
Well, there you go.
Sucks to be you, nerd.
Yeah. I do like that they have to also, in order to get to me, they have to do the jump puzzle.
Ouch.
Yeah, I can't wait till hepatic feedback becomes more affordable. Because taking a morning star to the face really adds to the immersion.
We're gonna see that come up in the murder mystery shows where somebody turned his haptic feedback way up and it killed him in real life.
Oh yeah, that's gonna eventually. It's gonna be. I mean, I'm still waiting for Lawnmower Man to happen.
Boy, I rewatched Lawnmower Man the other day. Still,
I mean,
very bizarre, but it has its moments.
I liked it. I still like it. I watched it recently as well. I mean, the CG needs a little polish, but
I think at this point it's stylized enough that I don't automatically see it as bad CG. Just a really bad interface. There's a couple of things that are like when you watch old Stephen King stories, and you're like, somebody should take another editing pass at this.
oh yeah, probably the best that they didn't put the real ending to part 1 of It in the movie.
Yeah, that's just, oh boy.
Yeah, I was talking about that with my wife recently, and because she's read that book before, and she said, I must have blocked that out. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, let's go back and watch the old movie.
Yeah, but do you remember the ending to the book, though?
Oh, I do, and
Okay.
I find it very bizarre.
I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, Stephen King did write some uncomfortable things.
Yeah, and I would say, not all of it was just out there and bizarre. A lot of it was there for narrative purpose. I don't feel like that was necessary to the story.
No.
Or good.
There would be plenty of other ways you could have lost innocence. You know, I'm thinking about getting one of those statues installed.
Yeah.
Just a very, a very unnecessary means of conveyance.
Yeah, some people go for the koi pond. Some people go for this giant statue of Salazar.
So which way to the bathroom? So you jump on the right hand, wait for him to go down, get on the platform, wait for him to go down twice because it's real tricky. And then you just, actually, I'm just going to go outside.
It's like you've created a Metroidvania.
Oh, that'd be sick. Peekaboo.
I wasn't even doing nothing.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Well, at least there's a loud grinding noise going off the entire time.
Only does it when he moves. Oh, here we come. Dodge.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Good old Rip Torn.
Well, don't need to see any more of that. I'm sure it sorted itself out. No! Monkey to
I
freedom.
gotta say, yeah, he's This is like the fourth time he's had to dive to a cliff.
You know, I'm told it's very common for the Secret Service.
They teach classes, I guess.
So nice you could join us, Mr.
It's the big Jawas.
You again.
The sacred rite that's about to
Yeah,
begin at
man.
this
Who
tower
else?
shall endow the girl with magnificent power.
Oh, they're gonna put her on
She will
TikTok.
join us, become one of us.
This is no ritual. It's terrorism.
Isn't that a popular word these days? Not to worry. We've prepared a special ritual for you.
Oh, she's one of those right-wing bloggers.
I love how pleased with himself he looked.
I like how slow his reaction time was. Now look, I could have aimed at your face, but no. I wanted to look cool.
Yeah.
This is the enemies to lovers plot line I needed to see.
Oh yeah, definitely. That has got to be the most expensive trap to set up. Not necessarily because those are very large barrels, and barrels are very expensive to make. Like, especially actual aged barrels.
Just takes one Donkey Kong.
I like to think that's who they got sitting up there just chucking them.
It's the first member.
Where you going, buddy?
of the DK crew. DK. Donkey Kong.
Oh boy, that was an era.
I think it's in the new Mario movie.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's a. If you haven't seen it, I would say that hey,
I have seen it.
It's not bad for what it is.
No, it really isn't.
Do the monkey.
I'm not gonna say he was the worst, but I still stand by that they could have done better than Chris Pratt.
Well, yeah.
Oh, probably not the best idea to stand right under the trap, Leon, when you pull the lever.
Oh, is that what happened? I thought you got flashbanged.
No, I stood under the trap door that released the barrel. I just love how Leon must have looked really smug before that happened.
Yeah.
What I really appreciated though was the references. Like that movie was just lousy with references.
Chock-a-block.
And even Mario's father in the movie was played by oh fiddlesticks. You've met him.
Charles Martinet.
Yeah,
I know
Martinet was the voice of his dad.
I know he played Jumpman as well.
Oh, okay, so yeah, he had two roles. Now this part, actually, this was a very stressful part because these are all priests, which take quite a few hits. They have a very high probability of their Plagas heads popping off, and then they just come down in large numbers.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, their Plagas is different. Their heads don't blow off. Their heads peel back.
It's a good effect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, let's be honest. I enjoyed the Thing as much as the next person.
Yeah, which was it was uncommon for a Nintendo title to be this violent, especially at this time. This is it was GameCube when it first come out, and Nintendo has always never really been too big on violence. Like even when what was it, Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah,
2?
with its green blood or whatever it was.
It was sweat.
That's it. Yeah.
You'd punch the sweat off of them, which, boy, those are some sweaty people.
There's a code you could put
Although-
in, wasn't there, that would restore the blood?
So the very first Mortal Kombat only had blood if you put in the code on the Sega. Nintendo did away with it altogether.
Ah.
They were opposed to gore. They even censored a lot of the fatalities.
On the subject of Mortal Kombat, I picked up Mortal Kombat 11. Is that the one I got?
Yeah, I've not seen it. I know very little about it. Although I did see like bits and bobs where apparently Raiden's mortal and Liu Kang's the god now.
I would say that if you've ever cared about the Mortal Kombat story, it's a damn good one in this one.
Okay.
I found myself kind of emotionally connected to some of the characters, and that was a weird feeling in a Mortal Kombat game.
Huh. I maybe have to get her to check it out. I think my son has it. Alright, so just got done with the elevator ride. Or I got done with the elevator of death ride. Heart was kind of racing at this point because I was jumping all around the damn room trying to kill him. And, oh, a friend! I'm so happy to see him. Come here, bring it in. Yeah, I just love that you can screw around with it. I get giddy with the freedoms that sometimes VR gives you that it's not supposed to.
I wish they reacted a little bit, just a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes, he will. He is going to enter into the sphincter.
Mister, the ritual is over. She left with my men to an island.
What?
Why would you
Yeah,
tell us
never
this?
never really explains the ritual. It is a ritual. That's all you need to know.
Paid my
Yeah.
due respects towards your impressive and stubborn will. Mr. Kennedy, welcome.
Oh, I've seen this hentai.
I think I know where this is going. I mean, how disgusting.
Feed Miss Seymour.
Okay. Really cool bosses, although I gotta say, genetically modifying your creatures to have an obvious weak point, probably a oversight or just bad design.
Yeah. Puberty hits some of us really hard.
After this, there'll be one less to worry about.
Suffer like G did?
Oh man, you beat me to it.
It's an iconic line. In the face.
Shaky cam.
Yeah.
Hey, do you ever feel like you had more attacks and more, kind of dexterity when you weren't a giant worm monster?
To be fair, though, he was like, what, 4 feet tall?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you get thrown down here, do not... There's a couple of Plagas creepy crawlies down there at the bottom. Do not waste your bullets on them. And I just happened to climb up the ladder when that thing slammed down on top of it.
Hey, why did you grow a second face?
And it's over. Again, I got the fully upgraded. So, they had... Oh, you're not cool. Nice try. Yeah! Pew pew. So I've got the fully upgraded sniper rifle. That basically, when you get all the upgrades, it unlocks a 4th upgrade that you can add. Oh, also, this is this really annoying... he has this really annoying one attack that I was just showcasing real quick. It's an instant kill and it's really hard to dodge. He just says some sort of line and that thing's maw opens up and eats you. But
I might have led with that one
kinda
there,
want-
Salazar.
yeah. Or just exclusively use that one.
Rapple.
And snake. Death. But all in all, so yeah, once you unlock the 4th tier, it significantly increases the damage of the weapon.
I've always said this. Take that,
Hi,
boat.
Ada.
Need a ride, handsome?
Okay.
Boy, just the dialogue power of pudding.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, lady.
I mean, they don't hide that Leon's down bad for some Ada. But they just make him into a bumbling idiot.
Got some business to take care of.
Avert your eyes, you mook.
Leon, please.
No, I gotta say, you're kind of an idiot there, bud.
I hate to break it out to you, but Salazar's dead.
Oh,
Yes, it seems that way.
Sadler, why don't you
Just
give up
the-
and let Ashley go home?
Perhaps you are disillusioned with overconfidence, just because you killed my small-time subordinate.
Sadler, you're
I mean, look, he was a short king. We don't have to.
Writhe in my cage of tolerance, my friend.
I kind of like that line, I'm gonna be honest.
You mom, small time.
Yeah, pretty much. But the only thing that's kind of silly is like, so Sadler's like telling Leon's like, oh, you're overconfident, after he's killed like 50 giant monsters.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's planning this guy with the chain gun up here to just be the end-all be-all.
Yeah, you waste those bullets. Is it just me, or is he kind of making a Vulcan Raven noise?
Yes, crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
No, like, so in the boss battle with Vulcan Raven, when he had the chain gun, he made that noise. I'm gonna have to go back later and I'm gonna play that to see if I'm right.
I'm here for it. I need very little encouragement to watch a Metal Gear Solid 1 playthrough.
Well, that may be something we do one day, is just go through the Metal Gear games.
I call dibs on 5.
You can have your Keith Sutherland. I'll keep my David Hayter.
'Cause I'm already a monster.
Yeah, the whole game he had like 5 lines.
Yeah.
They made such a big deal on it, but he spoke so little.
Well, and I will say that, so there's no codec calls in 5, and instead it's all done through cassette tapes, and that's generally where most of his dialogue is.
I got you.
The game is very unfinished. You can actually look at, I think, 2 levels that were completely just cut for time and money, and because Kojima was going to leave.
Yeah, and the arbitrary fan service character that we found in Quiet.
You'll regret your words and deeds.
Huh?
So Kojima's tweet was when you find out the story behind Quiet, you'll come to regret your words and deeds. And I have to say that, you know, he was right. I regretted my words and deeds at the end.
No. I'll have to. I know it went over her story, but I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen it.
Well, maybe we'll save it and go through.
Yeah. I am totally hyped for 3 coming back.
Oh yeah, I'm here for it. I'm also excited for Death Stranding 2, with George Miller of all people in it.
Huh.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, also the guy that made Mad Max is here. Which is fine. I played the heck out of the first one just for Leia Sadu and all of that.
I do love how much creative freedom he had in this game, which it's his studio, so he can do as he wishes, which I really quite love. But like pretty much like somebody that was just like kind of passing by the studio, he would just like, poke his head out. Hey, you want to be in the game?
Yeah, I mean,
because like that's Conan O'Brien got into the game just because he wanted to check it out.
Yeah, and he's always been like that. You look at, you know, Metal Gear Solid 4 with Lee Merriweather in it. Just all of the people he added because he loves movies and he loves people.
Yeah. I am still quite sad that we won't get a Silent Hills.
Aw.
Laser no burn.
I mean, we're getting Silent Hill by Team Blooper. What's not to love about that?
I don't know enough about them.
They're not great. There's they did a video game. Oh, what was that one called? With Troy Baker as the monster, and it had a lot.
Troy Baker is the monster?
Yeah, had a lot of unfortunate things to say about the nature of mental health. And yeah,
I don't remember that one.
It's probably for the best, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Because it was beautiful, and I think that's what got him the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah.
The Medium, that's what it was called.
Okay. Yeah. Man, I must have missed out. I don't even recognize the title.
Well, it was. It had a lot of the thing that drew me to it was a lot of their artwork was based off of, and a lot of their world building was based off of a very famous Polish artist. And so it was all this like Western Russian kind of storyline and things like that.
Okay.
But the things it said kind of about like transgenderism weren't great, and then the mental health of like, hey, you know, mental health is a curse that follows bloodlines kind of things. And it's just really, really not great. And then the storyline then the gameplay just kind of falls apart after a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even though that kind of goes with as far as studios go, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. But like New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas being like one of the best titles, I was really sort of trepidatious at first because I had just got done playing, or no, it was about a year before, but I still had a bad taste in my mouth from Alpha Protocol.
Man, apparently that game is... People look back on it fondly. I might have to try and replay that.
I mean, I'm willing to give it another go, but I don't know, man. Like,
I will say,
even when I like, go ahead.
I was just gonna say on back to the Team Blooper, you know, medium thing. There are quite a few people who's done better breakdowns than me. I would say Voidburger for one. But yeah, I remember Alpha Protocol vaguely, and I remember they had kind of a cool dialogue system. Then I also remember like starting out and just missing with guns a whole lot.
Yeah. I mean, it had like the blue dialogue option and the red dialogue option. That you could unlock. Kind of what Mass Effect ended up doing, but better.
Paragon and Renegade.
Yeah. But it was literally you're supposed to be this badass merc, and also they tried to make you a James Bond-esque character. Because they sort of they kind of a lot, and to be fair, a lot of games did this, like choose the dialogue tree for the person you want to sleep with.
Yeah. I think it would be very interesting, which I guess Dragon Age kind of did it, but there aren't really many characters in games that you can't get with. As far as like if there's romance in the game, all of the main characters would totally be into you, Yeah. Dragon Age had the dwarven scout who like you just flirted with and nothing came out of it, but then one of the DLCs added like a little message saying that you two had gotten together or something. I forget, but but it was just like this wonderful flirty moment where actually they weren't gonna get with you.
Yeah.
Man, some guy going off on the drums.
Bongos.
Playing a little Samba de Amigo in the background, or Nope.
Oh yeah, he's going to town on it.
There's a guy chewing on your backside, isn't he?
I don't know. It's a really weird. I think it was just I think it might have been a Las Plagas trying to hatch that just was taking its time. Just really weird crossbow sound effects, though. There's very squelchy arrows.
Splort.
Splort. I think isn't that the name of the things from Slime Rancher?
I don't know. I have not played Slime Rancher yet. It looked good though, and I know there's a second one out now.
Yeah, it's another casual game.
I like that there's all these zombies and villagers, and then there's some guy who was on his way to a rave in his gas mask.
Somebody just cosplaying as Psycho Mantis.
Oh no! Do the monkey.
Have you played the Twin Snakes remake on GameCube?
I have. It's so awful.
Did they leave the look at her ass bit in?
Oh, if you have you played it?
No, like
my.
I picked it up and I just it didn't feel the same, so I was very bad at it.
Oh my god, do yourself a favor and go back and play this game. It's so Kojima like saw the Matrix. So there's massive amounts of bullet time. And then every time Snake dodges a bullet or kick flips off the wall, it makes these weird jet noises.
Oh, okay.
At one point, Snake kick flips off of a missile fired from behind D. Everything is so over the top, it's incredible.
Yeah, one thing that I do recall from it, from like the little bit that I played, is it was, this is obviously, it was post MGS2, and like they really cranked up the emo on the remake.
I'm trying. It's everything is dialed to 11. It's incredible.
Here's our buddy. He's got glowy eyes. All right, time to clear out these fellas.
Peek a boo.
I do like that. So now that we're in a different, like we've left the other islands, so now there are no more Ganados. They're, I guess, militant in nature now.
Yeah, I mean you see like guards, but also what look to be prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
But these also, it's implied. I guess they're infected some way differently because they sound less human. Very guttural.
A lot of trilling and a lot of rolling of R's in their growling.
Mm-hmm. It's a particular zombie dialect.
Oh dear.
Yeah, just scoping out for the treasures. He's locked.
All right, organ.
I just sat on the keyboard. Oh, sorry.
All I hear now is the.
You know, with the costume, it's the barbed wire wrapped around the head that just really brings it all together.
To think I hesitated. Boo. Cool suitcase. It just has shotgun shells in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking at like the name of some of these cleaners. We have good old Clean and wow, Clean and Clean number 1, very.
Ah, rest in peace, Doge.
Good old Bug Killer
Mm-hmm.
and Anchovies, I think.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Because you know, you keep your food next to the deadly cleaning products. I mean, I was other than as a remover, other than the silly details, I do like the added touch of the warning labels.
I do look, because of the job that I'm in, I look at the UN and hazmat labels to see what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
recreating Rocky.
Take that, Dad.
I shit my pants when this happened.
Anyways, time for my break.
I'm burnt out. I forgot. I had to take a moment. Fuck you.
The fly sound is particularly great.
They have a different process of aging.
How does she even know you're around to hear? She's just screaming for Leon.
Well, to be fair, I think I'm the only one that... Oh, no, I take that back. Big fella fired the machine gun. I was
Yeah,
going to
well-
say, up until now, I've been the only one with a gun.
Good old Road Warrior down there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is
And
why they
I've
never...
made him very little challenge because of the fully upgraded rifle. It does insane amounts of damage.
I guess this is why they're not coming back for that tag team tournament.
It was Animal and Hawk.
Ooh, I think you're right. It's been so long since I've seen them.
One of them I know for sure is passed, and I think the other one might have passed recently as well. Yeah, that was back when wrestling costumes were a bit cheaper. What was this? Just football pads that they glued, like, glued spikes onto.
Yeah, but the storylines were so much cooler.
They were. No, I mean, wrestling of the 80s and early 90s was like, that was the golden era for me. Because that had, we had Andre the Giant, we had Iron Sheik popping a boner when he's fighting Hulk Hogan. That's on YouTube if you want to check it out.
I do not. Yeah.
It's engaging. Oh no!
What? Can they reverse see-through cameras?
Apparently they have powers.
Amateurs. Just hang in there, ass.
What?
I'm coming for you.
I don't know. Amateurs.
My
Don't they know?
psychokinesis. Like how much stuff is in this room.
Mm-hmm. Quite a bit. Which is really weird. Because for as sort of hashed it was together, it was still kind of it looked organized strangely. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. We are gonna continue. We're getting nearer and nearer to the end. And as always, I've been Smeef.
And I'm Austin.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.